got a couple of different pens. Number one, I like vintage pens. I got something new, I got something old. Here is something old. It was recommended to me by somebody who watched one of my videos that I might want to think about getting in my Sheaffer collection after the last video that I did for a Sheaffer. I might want to think about a Sheaffer Cadet. So I said, okay, why not? So I went online and I started searching for Sheaffer Cadets, and that's what this is. So it is a vintage Sheaffer pen. Here's what the nib looks like on it. And it has the same kind of touchdown style filler. I have not filled it with ink, but I have flushed it really well. So, you know, it's one of those, that touchdown model where you would press down like that, and you probably heard that gurgle a little bit because I've been flushing it out. So there was a blue ink in it previously, and with this maroon body here, I guess blue would work okay because I haven't found any really good maroon color inks. The few that I've had, I went, eh. It looks like that juice you get out of a ketchup bottle when you don't shake the bottle real well. That's what some of those inks have looked like. And you can see here it's got the W.A. Sheaffer imprint on it. So a nice little vintage pen, and with the touchdown filler style. That's like my third or fourth touchdown style filler that I kind of like, you know, with the pull. So it's like basically a Sheaffer snorkel without the snorkel on it. And it's not the Triumph style nib. So I'm going to fill this up. It had blue in it, and you know, no matter how hard you try to flush these out, you'll get a little bit of ink residue. Since it had blue ink in it, I'm thinking about maybe doing the colorverse. You got Schrodinger's cat. Well, I'm thinking about putting cat in that particular pen. So that's my thought. I've got an ink vial of it, like right here. I just haven't done anything with it. Okay, now the other pen. Theme style pens. You know, special edition pens. Montegrappa is fairly famous for that. Probably Visconti and Montegrappa are the two big ones, and they both happen to be luxury pens. One of the things, I know people who absolutely love the show Game of Thrones, and I decided to try watching it a little while ago. Now, since I get HBO and all those channels, because quite honestly it's part of my perk at work benefit, I tried watching video on demand and watching Game of Thrones. I watched the first episode and I went, alright, I don't see anything that would really win me back for episode 2 of season 1. And I had friends on Facebook, no, keep watching it, you'll love it, it gets better. So I kept watching, what the heck. So I went ahead through season 1, I went ahead through season 2. Went into season 3, all video on demand, binge watching it, and get to episode 5 in season 3, and that episode's missing from the video on demand catalog. What? There's some key plot points I found out that I had to piece together when I got to episode 6. So I finished season 3 with video on demand, except episode 5. So I get into season 4, episode 1 is missing on video on demand. Really? So I just went ahead and bought the DVD set. So I got seasons 1 through 7 on the way. So I went ahead and decided I was looking for Montegrappa pens anyway. I was already looking at their brand new Blazer pens, which are gorgeous. Which, by the way, depending upon where you get them, full retail, what, $395, $400, $450. I found a few places you can get them cheaper. With that same mindset, I went ahead and got one cheaper when I decided to investigate getting a Game of Thrones pen. You know, as much as I've seen those great big sets, gorgeous, you know, the great big pen with all the swords on it, but here's the deal. I don't mind a theme set. I looked at some that were themed towards individual houses or family houses within the show. And personally, thus far in my 3 seasons of watching, I don't have one house that I love above another. House of Stark maybe would be closest to my viewpoints and my family values, but most of them got killed off during season 3. So anyway, this is what comes in that box sleeve. So it's a nice box. it's not, I can't tell if it's really wooden or not. The thing is, I can tell it's covered with a paper, and this joint right here, unfortunately, just seems to be held together with like the contact paper overlay. So when you open it up, this is what you got. So what I ordered was, you know, it comes with a couple of cartridges, is the Westeros set, or the Westeros pen. And it comes in the nice little plastic sleeve, and within that little Ziploc bag, essentially with a Montegrappa logo on it, you've got the Westeros pen. Now the Westeros pen represents all of the houses on Game of Thrones, not just one particular house. So on the finial, it's got the logo. I don't know how well you can see that, but it does have the Game of Thrones show logo. Here you've got the Montegrappa and Game of Thrones here on the sides. And all the different houses, you've got the insignia or the crest of all the individual houses or families or mini kingdoms within Westeros. So I went with that, and it's got the, you know, the little sword on the clip. So I elected to go with this rather than any particular house. I mean, I look, the House Baratheon pen wasn't so bad. I thought about that, but I'm not a Baratheon. I looked at Stark. Didn't like the pen itself for the Stark family. So anyway, it's that's what I got there. That's what the nib looks like. And you unscrew it. What I do like about what Montegrappa does is they, like Monteverde with Jaffa brands, they use the screw-in converter, which I like. I really like pens that do this. And when you look in here, you can see that there is a metal thread against, you've got the plastic of the converter. So it's the plastic against the metal, makes a nice little seal. This sits in deeply. I do like the idea of threaded converters, so that sucker's not coming out. I expect that when you're talking about a nice higher end pen like this. I will tell you this, for all the Game of Thrones pens for the individual houses, I was seeing the prices $250 and up, depending upon where you get them. I saw this particular pen that represented all the houses for a very similar price, and I got this a lot less than that. I will tell you that. I managed to find one particular retailer that had a fantastic price, and knowing I wasn't going to find a price anywhere better than this, because I started scouring when I saw their listing. I was like, not bad, brand new. Let me go see what else I can compare to other retailers. And this actually was the best price I saw on this pen anywhere online. So I went ahead and jumped at it. Okay, so I can tell you that I paid well under $200 for something like this. And it's a Montegrappa. So I have not written with it. I just got it today, okay? So I don't know how well it writes. I hope to be able to tell you in a little while how well it writes. I'll probably end up doing a review of it. But this is my first Montegrappa. I mean, I've got a lot of brands that I've been majoring on, and because I don't do just new or just old or vintage pens, then I kind of have a variety and a lot more that I've been focusing on in different brands within those categories. So I'm open. It's not like I've got to have the latest and greatest or any. I don't have just luxury and not low end. I don't have just low end and not luxury. I don't have just modern and not vintage, or just vintage and not modern. So I'm very eclectic. So I figured I'd go ahead and try that. So that's the Westeros Game of Thrones edition pen. So that's pen mail for today. I've got more inks on the way, by the way. Just bought a couple more bottles of ink. Looking forward to that. I've still got a couple of custom-made pens that I'm still expecting to come in, one of which I was hoping would be here by now. But anyway, that's my pen mail for today. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later.